What you know you can't explain. But you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. Experience the awakening. Brilliant anonymous researchers. Patriots, join us in the Patriot Army. Trust the plan, pain coming. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. RedStateTalkRadio.com, Brighteon.tv, Rumble.com/MG Show. The end won't be for everyone. That choice to know will be yours. Where we go one, we go all. Fight, 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 and fight we will. We fight every day right here on the MG Show.
Mike, welcome to the MG Show.
What up?
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Hi, and welcome to the MG Show, WNBC. Hey, guys, what's up? This is Rumble.com. Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to, to laugh at the Democrats saying, oh, my God, I'm pregnant. I'm going to chug Tylenol. And Tylenol itself says that it hasn't tested on pregnant women and it's not safe for people that are using Tylenol while pregnant. Oh, my God, Shady. How funny is this?
Yes, sir. What we are here to report is that natural selection wins again. It will continue to win until eternity.
What is this, Tide Pod 2025?
Yes, they are now putting, all they had to do was put the Tylenol in the Tide Pod, bro, and it worked.
Oh, my God. So, all you little stupid Democrats, chugging Tylenol while you're pregnant, probably not the smartest thing to do, even, just because Trump said it, guys. This is the ridiculousness that we are actually showing you people. Tylenol actually did post. They did post right here. We actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today. Well, would you look at that, Shady? Look at that.
What do you know about that?
What do you know about that? So Trump was right again, guys. Let me just go ahead and, they
literally can't win, can they? I mean, it's like we even actually sometimes leave them a little, like we leave a gap. They can't hit the gap. Like they can't ever win. Like and for people that might not know what Jeff is referring to is that a large number of videos are currently being posted to the internet showing Democrats that are in protest of Donald Trump declaring Tylenol causes autism or eating bottles of Tylenol.
Oh, you just can't make it up, guys.
I mean, it's
terrible. I mean, look,
wish we could make
do you
that
hate
up.
Trump that bad? You're going to bypass what Tylenol even says?
Could we actually have made that up? Like, that's sometimes I sit here and I'm like, how, could we have made that up? And I don't think anybody could have come up with that.
No, you can't make it up. So this is another one right here in 2019. Congrats on your upcoming edition. So exciting. It'd be great to be to touch base real quick since we haven't tested Tylenol to be used during pregnancy. Shady.
What?
And it says right here, hope you had some sweet, peaceful, and pain-free dreams, Kelly.
Good Lord.
Oh, my God.
I don't even want to.
Oh, my God.
We can't read.
Oh, my God. Can you read? This is from Tylenol.
I know.
Wow.
but there's something deleted. So I'm kind of curious, like, what's being deleted in that conversation?
Kelly's dream. She was pain free while using Tylenol. I guess that's the only thing I can gather.
Wow, man, that's good. That's a good guess.
It's a good guess. So again, Trump was right about everything.
That's not
again. Now, just because you don't like Donald Trump, you're not going to take Tylenol. These people need to stop, Shady.
Well, I mean, we could use this as a superpower. I mean, I mean, honestly, like literally, they every single thing that he does. I mean, Donald Trump I feel like, considering the way that he could literally get them to run off the cliff, he's being very kind and considerate to not ignite that portion of them, because you could literally talk them into self-expiring.
Now look at this, Shady. Here we go. Do they represent you or themselves in some form of dementia weirdness, guys? I mean, I'm telling you, it's pretty disgusting.
Pray for those children.
Here, let's just look at this one here, because we can actually hear it talking. Check it out.
About to take Tylenol for my headache while pregnant.
I'm looking around for something.
With Tylenol, don't take it. Don't.
I've got 2 tickets to
Everything is earned in this life, baby. Nothing given. Heard you cut your bestie off.
It's pretty sad.
About to take Tylenol.
I'm almost speechless on this, man. I'm telling you, like, I want to have some sort of cathartic, interesting something to say about this, but I don't think you can find it. I mean, this is scraping the bottom of the barrel of stupid, man. I mean, really, this is showing you how bad your education system in America is. Is what's going on here.
And for those of you coming from the Candace Owens podcast, because she's the most kooky podcaster on the internet, welcome to the MG Show, Shady.
She can connect any 2 events in history with yarn, thumbtacks, and unwarranted confidence. She doesn't need sources. She is the source. She once debated herself and lost twice. Intelligence agencies follow her Twitter just to see what they're doing next. She never met an obvious explanation she couldn't turn into a confusing 2-hour podcast. She possesses priceless secrets, but will share them with anyone for a small subscription fee. In her world, all roads lead to Israel, even cul-de-sacs. She is the most kooky podcaster in the world, but then again, the feds told us to say that.
Even cul-de-sacs made that video.
Yeah.
Even cul-de-sacs. like this lady is off her rocker. And it's very interesting to me, man, because I'm watching MJ Truth and all of these other people, Shadow or whatever, Ghost of Ezra, whatever his name is, and all these other people with these huge accounts. Oh, man, they are eating this stuff up like candy. Let me tell you something, guys. This lady is making stuff up left and right and literally trying to drown Charlie Kirk's memory and make it like nothing other than Candace Owens psyops.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's crazy how much stuff she's made up.
We're getting a lot of messages too. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. We're getting a lot of messages as well about people getting kind of tired of, the bullshit, dishonoring Charlie Kirk. Now they're saying she's a Satanist, I mean, because she did the I love you sign, people, it's getting beyond ridiculous. It's getting
not only that,
beyond ridiculous.
It's actually it's a few layers past that. Now it's turned into that she's working with Donald Trump. She worked with Donald Trump to let it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, like that's where they are over there. If you want to go dig into it, they're literally saying that Donald Trump and Erica Kirk worked together to have Charlie Kirk assassinated.
I mean, what the hell, man?
That's what they're saying, bro. We'll talk about, you can't make it up. And then they're making these associations. This is Q people making these associations and making it look like, people that think about the Q stuff have to do with thinking that, somehow Donald Trump is now, it's the same people doing the Epstein thing.
Yeah. And, there's one thing that people are leaving out. We are in control, okay? Kash Yap Patel, name to remember. Like, look, I get it. I've questioned a lot a lot, Shady. I've questioned a lot. And right now I'm like looking at the stupid, these people are all experts, Shady. They know everything. By looking at a video of an obvious shot from and what did we say? Somebody was on the roof. We said, and look at that back there. There was somebody, it was obvious where the bullet came from, Shady.
Yeah, my post was the nutty network of influencers, repetitive internet ad nauseum speculation isn't the facts.
That's right.
It's not the facts. You can sit there and you can speculate and speculate and speculate. And I'm trying to get to the comment by Rebel Valkyrie here, C Page today, because I thought this was amazing. She says, these people are sick, all capital letters. You know what the problem is? Transparency doesn't get you clicks.
Right.
When the current administration is being absolutely transparent, that means that no one has the ability to put out anything, quote, exclusive or breaking, because the truth is coming straight from the camel's mouth. These influencers and news anchors have nothing to make them special anymore. No one needs them. What they're missing is that the truth is all anybody wanted all along. So their unsubstantiated suspicions and theories are BS, and it's a dangerous path that they're choosing because they're igniting our side with garbage is no different than the left igniting the left sides with DDS.
Yeah.
It's
And
the same thing.
They have no inside anonymous sources.
No,
Candace Owens is the source.
And they don't. And the Alex Jones, InfoWars, Flynn people don't have any connections inside to Trump's administration. So they're literally all flying blind, and it's obvious that they're making it up because they're trying to say that there's somehow a bullet that you can see going past on a video or something like this. Nonsense, everybody. It is nonsense. From what I'm seeing, the wound lines up with the angle perfectly that the guy was sitting what you would consider left of center if you were Charlie. Left of center. Everything lines up to what's been said to me, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like you're being lied to?
No, transparency. Like he said, hey, we got the guy, but we didn't get the guy. That's transparency.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they're all attacking Cash and Dan. Look, we had questions about Dan too, guys, but I think that he's had a rude great awakening. Really, I do. And I'm going to wait for, the official story from our FBI director, Kash Patel. They're saying that, they're also, here's another one, Shady. President Trump got stuck on the escalator. They're saying that Trump did that, one of his people, to hurt Melania Trump.
Yes. That's exactly what they're saying.
These people are not Republicans. They're not MAGA. They're fake MAGA. But when are you going to learn, everybody?
Hopefully we're making the connections. Hopefully that we're making the connections to this audience. Are you guys seeing 17 in the chat? If you guys are seeing that all of these people that are anti-Israel and anti-Jewish for no real reason other than they want to scream and yell, what's the difference between those people and the Antifa?
Yeah.
What is the difference? Why do you know that Antifa started in Russia? Do you know that Antifa is really communist? Do you realize that there's been a communist infiltration in America for the last 60 to 70 years? Do you realize a lot of the higher ups in the military are compromised by communists?
Yeah.
Where does this come from? Antifa is being wielded by your rogue government.
Yeah. Yeah. What do I got here?
And all of these people that are doing this Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens thing are being wielded by your rogue government also. It makes, everybody wants it to be, if it's complicated, you can't understand it. But if you simplify it, you can understand it clearly. And everybody wants to say, oh, well, you're just whatever. No, it's called simplicity. It's called actually understanding what a fact is and how you can and cannot prove a fact.
Yeah. Wow. It's crazy, guys.
You guys like me yelling at you every day?
No. No. Oh, Lord.
I'm yelling at them, but to you.
Yeah. Then you got Ryan Ralph that tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen. Apparently, he's okay. I knew you guys were worried, right?
We were up all night.
I was up all night worrying about that guy, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So basically, it was after the verdict was read in court. Ryan Routh appeared to try to stab himself in the neck several times with a pen. Let's go ahead and look at it. Right here.
The
There he
nice
is.
artist
Why
depiction.
does that look like John Kerry?
It does look like John Kerry. Oh my God.
Several United States Marshals restrained him and removed him from the courtroom. He returned a few minutes later, shackled and escorted by marshals. His necktie and jacket had been removed, but he did not appear to be injured.
The guy was saying that that if he won his case, that him and Trump were going to be playing a round of golf for who gets to be president.
Right.
That, like, you know, I mean, you would think that somebody like that would out the people that put him in the position that put him there, but it seems to me like he pretty much took that to the mat and protected whatever it was going on behind the scenes.
And this is for the Flynn Network as well because of Scam Blondie. Let's see. I think Donald Trump just eviscerated her. Congratulations to Attorney General Pam Bondi, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, and the entire DOJ team for the conviction in Florida of the person who attempted to assassination on my life. That's like, look he's really mad at them, right? At Pam. The trial was meticulously handled, and I would like to thank the judge and jury for their time, professionalism, and patience. This was an evil man with an evil intention, and they caught him. I would also like to thank Secret Service, Department of Florida law enforcement, and the wonderful person who spotted him running from the site of the crime and acted by following him and getting all information on car type and license plate to the sheriff's office immediately, which led to his arrest and conviction. Was what an incredible instinct and foresight this person had. A very big moment for justice in America. Thank you, Pam Bondi, Todd Blanche, everybody down in Florida, Judge Cannon, God bless you all. We got a conviction.
Yes, we did. And it wasn't a bunch of rigmarole either. It's a conviction, and the guy represented himself. Some of the stuff coming out of this dude was hilarious too. I mean,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised like he was fit to stand trial, right?
Well, that's what. Well, they were saying something about that yesterday. After it all, they were like, "Oh, now he has to be like to see." Like, listen, guys, if the man represented himself in a courtroom, it doesn't really matter any of the eccentricities. He's competent to pay the piper.
G. Westbury, LFG, $20 Rumble Rant. Appreciate you. Cram, thank you for the donations to get people clothed. Also, Cram said, Poussant and Yeti confetti, $5 Rumble Rant. I love you guys.
Yeti confetti.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
Shady, go ahead and take it for a minute. I got a phone call. I got to see who it is. Go
Absolutely. Ahead. So we'll spin back around real quick and go a little bit deeper on this whole thing that's going on with Ryan Routh and the debacle that could be like what they're saying. They're setting this up to like act like the Democrats. I guarantee you within a couple of weeks the Democrats are going to be they're going to be treating Ralph like they treat the Luigi guy.
I had a message. Hello, is Robert there? I'm like, yeah, no,
you should go talk to the man,
Robert. Also, let's talk about this morning, just before 7 a.m. local time. An individual fired multiple rounds at Dallas, Texas ICE facility, killing one, wounding several others before taking his own life. FBI, DHS, ATF are on the ground with Dallas PD and state authorities. While the investigation is ongoing, an initial review of the evidence shows an ideological motive behind this attack. See photo below. One of the unspent shell casings recovered was engraved with the phrase anti-ICE. More updates will be forthcoming. These despicable, politically motivated attacks against law enforcement are not a one-off. We are only miles from Prairieland, Texas, where just 2 months ago, an individual ambushed separate ICE facility targeting their officers. It has to end, and the FBI and our partners will lead these investigative efforts to see to it that those who target our law enforcement are pursued and brought to the fullest extent of justice. Thankfully, no law enforcement personnel were injured. Please pray for the injured and deceased. Look at their anti-ICE. One of the bullet. So what is this with the writing on the bullets, Shady?
I am not sure. We were talking about this morning. It definitely is new.
It's like replacing manifestos. What?
We were talking about, like, back in World War II, we would write on the bombs, like we would write messages to the enemy on the bombs, the enemies that weren't really the enemies,
Yeah.
Effectively, they're writing messages on bullets to enemies that aren't really enemies. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Cram says that Poussant $10. Thank you so much. 77 Jamie 77. We aren't being lied to by Trump admin. Something is off with TPUSA, though calling Charlie the leader of a conservative movement. I've heard them say that a vigil for Charlie. Trump is our leader. I agree. Trump is our leader. And Charlie Kirk worked with a very popular movement that General Flynn was very adamant that he wanted, because his Reawaken tour flopped, if you really want to know the truth. Those tours flopped, and Charlie got the youth out to vote. He was very instrumental, from Trump himself, of getting President Trump elected. And yes, we love President Donald Trump. Thank you for that comment. But it's pretty interesting, right?
I mean, I think the whole thing is interesting. The way that we're watching Donald Trump navigate the landscape that has been laid down in front of him is absolutely stellar. I never thought that it's like we saw what he did in the first administration, and every, they picked him apart like a buzzard, like, that he wasn't able to do anything that he wanted to do. You could clearly see his vision when he would talk, but no one would help him implement a damn thing. If anything, everybody just like listened to him and then did the opposite. And watching him do what he told us he was going to do with people that are helping him, it's very confusing for people to see, man. And we have to give credit. It's like you're not used to your FBI working. You're not used to government functioning. You're not used to people like getting rid of waste instead of adding more waste. You're not used to being told hard truths about things that are in your food. So all of this is disorienting for everyone.
It is. Poussant says $10 challenge. Help support the guys. Thank you always for standing strong. Thank you, P. That's a $10 Rumble rant. And then G. Westbury matched that with 20. Thank you. And then, that was a repeat. But thank you again, G. Westbury. Cram said at Poussant $10. So she matched the $10 Rumble rant. Thank you guys so much. We work so very hard, Shady.
We do. We work hard for you. We're trying to be here for you.
Like, there's a song. We work hard for no money.
We work hard for no money, honey.
But we want to treat you right, guys. And that's what we do right here.
Treat you right.
And we're going to treat you right here on the MG Show. I mean, we do have a couple of sponsors here and there. Mary, here's my $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And, we've got, a lot of, we got some sponsorships with the NFL. That's Westwood One is sponsoring a Q show. Mikey says, I'll call your $10. Maybe we do this one more time, Shady Groove. We got another batch of stickers.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Listen,
right.
Linda.
So here's the deal. Let's do
here he goes.
$100 gets this. So here's what you get. You get this. The Trumpinator.
A Trumpinator sticker.
You get the Trumpinator sticker. Up. There it is.
You're writing this down.
You get become psyopable.
Unpsyopable. We don't want to make them become psyopable.
Become unpsyopable. Right, where narratives go to die. You get the MG Show. Okay.
Oh, just
you
one?
get the MG Show flag.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have limited supply, guys. Okay, so yeah,
you do have a
and you get the big one, guys. This is the biggie.
Mighty.
The
Is
biggie.
Real size? That's got to be AI.
No, it's not AI.
Oh my goodness.
So if you guys want stickers, what you're going to have to do to get them is, $100 Rumble rant if you want, and then maybe go. Send your email address, your address to connect@mg.show if you guys
We'll
want.
have to share your address if you want to be sent stickers.
Yeah. Just Hop, your time is priceless. Thank you, Jeff and Shady. Thank you, Just Hop. Appreciate you. So we got another one. Truth Seeker matched. Poussant as well. Thank you. Challenge accepted. Lynn MC. Thank you. And G Brothers. Thank you so much, guys.
We got to plug Fatal Attractions. I'm gonna drop his Twitter in here, guys.
Yep.
We have to give him some love because this is the guy that's helping MG Show help you get some stickers.
Yep. Real quick, Kimmy Mack says, I'm in and taking care of someone else. Love you guys. Appreciate all you do. Kimmy Mack, thank you. That's a $20 Rumble rant. Thank you so much for that. All right. So nobody wants these stickers, Shay. That's okay.
It'll take them a minute to figure it out, Jeff.
It'll take them a minute to figure it out. Yeah. Maybe we'll figure this out. For the MG Show, we're only wrong until we're right. Musically medicated. Thank you so much. $10 Rumble rant. Now, I want to get to this. This is Jesse actually nailed it. So remember when we were here yesterday, we're saying, I wonder if the UN sabotaged the teleprompter. I wonder if the UN sabotaged the escalator, right?
Right.
Wow. So the White House actually wants to know, guys.
Inquiring minds.
Time Fooler says, this chat is making me blind. Anyone know how to enlarge it?
I love you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeti will help you or somebody.
Come on,
17
Yeti.
pages for truth. We got one. I want them stickers. And
we got one.
I might throw in some extra little things in there too for
Listen,
you too.
Jeff.
Okay?
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Maybe a surprise. 17 pages for truth. Connect at mg.show. Name, address. I mean, if you put 17 pages for truth, you don't want to know the name. I can just put Mr. or Mrs. 17 pages for truth, but I'd like to know if it's Mr. or Mrs. And we'll go from there. B. Seddons, keep ranting, Shady. Let's go, Shady, go.
All right. I'm going to tell you something, guys. I have seen a lot of stuff and I've seen a lot of time, but I've never seen a lot of stuff and time in the same spot. And right now we're seeing a lot of stuff and a lot of time right now in the same spot. And that spot is you winning for the American people. The American people are winning on the world stage. We're here to mark this moment in history to say we were tired. We were tired of being led by losers. We could clearly see that they were all losers. I didn't care if it was George W. Bush or if it was Bill Clinton or Barack Obama. Every single one of them were losers. They took the L train, Jeff, and whenever they take the L train, they're going to constantly lose. Now we have a winner. You guys are winning, and all of these numbnuts like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens want to convince people that you're still losing. Well, you aren't, and I'm here to tell you that.
Now, was that a good rant for the $10 B. Sudden? That was right off the cuff. Look at that.
Boom.
Look at you, Shady. All right. Let's watch this. I watched it last night. You need to see it. Jesse, thank you. You're in the Matrix? Yes, I am, Jesse, and we do follow each other. Here we go. You ready?
That's one good-looking Matrix, I'm telling you.
Thank you very much.
Daddy's not happy. He came to the UN today, and it was a total mess. Everything was broken. The escalators weren't even working. Trump and Melania were riding it up, and it just stopped. The First Lady lost her balance a bit, but steadied herself, thankfully, and then marched to the top. She could have been hurt. And the president looked over at the press.
Lincoln Logger, the MG show must go on. Authentic truth deserves more clicks. Fake news is now obsolete. Thank you to everyone in here. God bless. Where we go one, we go all. Lincoln Logger, connect at mg.show is where you send your info so I can send you the stickers and maybe a surprise.
And knew something was up.
Escalator gate.
First, we thought the escalator just malfunctioned. But then, so did the teleprompter.
I don't mind making this speech without a teleprompter because the teleprompter is not working. I feel very happy to be up here with you nevertheless, and that way you speak more from the heart. I can only say that whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble.
Trump says the UN is just lucky that Melania is in great shape.
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen. But she's in great shape. We're both in good shape. We both stood. And then a teleprompter that didn't work. These are the two things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. Thank you very much. And by the way, it's working now. It just went on. Thank you. I think I should just do it the other way. It's easier.
Coincidence or sabotage? The UN tried to blame Trump. But on Sunday, the Times reported this, quote, to mark Trump's arrival, UN staff members have joked that they may turn off the escalators and elevators and simply tell him they ran out of money, so he has to walk up the stairs. The White House says this isn't a joke and is demanding an investigation. They could have hurt the most beautiful First Lady in American history. Why are we paying for a building that's just trying to injure the First Lady? If anything, it made the UN look bad, not Trump. The UN covered up for the China virus and then didn't stop the Iranian nuke program. We did. They're not making peace. So what are they doing? I visited the UN over 10 years ago. It's still the same.
What has the UN accomplished recently?
I don't know. Maybe it's the.
Do you ever just cut loose and go hit the restaurants afterwards and just tie one on?
You're in New York. What else would you do after the meeting?
What's the cuisine like in Nepal?
Cuisine means
the food.
Food.
Yeah,
food. Food. cries, and
Are you trying to stay out of trouble here in New York? Have you found romance here in New York?
romance to you?
Romance.
Romance.
Yes. The ladies? Striking out? Things will pick up.
The UN's just a slush fund for lazy diplomats. Trump's trying to help them, and they're trying to embarrass him.
What is the purpose of the United Nations? The UN has such tremendous potential. I've always said it. It has such tremendous, tremendous potential, but it's not even coming close to living up to that potential. For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war. The only thing that solves war and wars is action.
We haven't heard much about the UN since the Iraq War. What have they been doing for the last 20 years, besides whining about climate change? Trump's Mr. Ceasefire, and the UN never even picked up the phone.
In a period of just 7 months, I have ended 7 unendable wars. It's too bad that I had to do these things instead of the United Nations doing them. And sadly, in all cases, the United Nations did not even try to help in any of them. I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal.
Harry Truman created the United Nations after World War II to help maintain peace and stop war. They're not doing that.
Right.
All they're doing is funding invasions.
Not only is the UN not solving the problems it should, too often, it's actually creating new problems for us to solve. The best example is the #1 political issue of our time, the crisis of uncontrolled migration. The UN is supposed to stop invasions, not create them and not finance them. We have reasserted that America belongs to the American people, and I encourage all countries to take their own stand in defense of their citizens as well. You have to do that because I see it. I'm not mentioning names. I see it, and I can call every single one of them out. You're destroying your countries.
The UN unleashes refugees, then blames it on global warming so it can ask America for more money. That's the scam. And Biden was in on it. He kept our border open and then gave the UN $1 billion to stop global warming. The Europeans are in the same boat as the big guy.
Europe is in serious trouble. They've been invaded by a force of illegal aliens like nobody's ever seen before. Illegal aliens are pouring into Europe. Nobody is ever, and nobody's doing anything to change it, to get them out. It's not sustainable. And because they choose to be politically correct, they're doing just absolutely nothing about it.
My producer went to Portugal.
Real quick, Cram, you got it. He says $100 Rumble rant to say, God bless the truth tellers, and I want them stickers for sure. Send that email to connect@mg.show. Thank you.
Can't wait to see these stickers in the wild.
Wow.
I know. We pay him very well. And said it was 2 hours at customs because there were plane loads of Muslim refugees with their whole families. They don't speak English or Portuguese or Spanish or even French. And the Portuguese officials were trying to fingerprint them, and all hell broke loose. And at the end, they were like, all right, just go right in. My producer's mom talked to the customs official, who was livid, and said, yeah, there are plane loads of these people who are coming in all day, every day, and we just have to let them in. You see them on boats racing onto the shore in France. If we don't protect the birthplace of Western civilization, we're finished. How long can we go before Europe ceases to exist? Cities across the world are turning into little Jalalabads.
I look at London, where you have a terrible mayor, terrible, terrible mayor. And it's been so changed, so changed. Now they want to go to Sharia law. But you're in a different country. You can't do that.
The UN's been telling us it doesn't matter because, we're all going to die.
The executive director of the United Nations Environmental Program predicted that by the year 2000, climate change would cause a global catastrophe. He said that it will be irreversible, as any nuclear holocaust would be. This is what they said at the United Nations. What happened? Here we are. All of these predictions made by the United Nations and many others, often for bad reasons, were wrong. They were made by stupid people that have cost their countries fortunes.
The world hasn't ended, but they did end fossil fuels. Everybody went green and then went, oops, this doesn't work. Germany went full Al Gore with windmills and solar panels. They paid China billions for it. It was such a disaster, they went back to buying Russian oil. China laughed their way to the bank. They had the green market cornered and robbed the West blind. And to make it worse, unvetted foreigners are sucking up the rest of the resources. Trump said, I told you so.
It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. Let's see, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell. If you don't get away from this green scam, your country is going to fail. And I'm really good at predicting things, you know. They actually said during the campaign, they had a hat, the best-selling hat. Trump was right about everything. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything.
We're handing the world the MAGA model. Stop the green stuff, close the borders, and make money, not war. It worked here, and it'll work there. You have a choice. Kill your culture and your currency, or use a little common sense. Then everybody can get a job, get married, have babies, go to church, and go on vacation, and give a little back. And if everybody can get their own houses.
Yeah, you know, that was funny. Somebody said braggadocious. I can't believe my president said braggadocious at the UN.
So amazing.
I love my president.
He said it with such vigor, too.
Could you imagine that the people that were like, you know, trying to, you know, convert that into other languages?
Yeah,
braggadocious.
And they're like typing it in. They're trying to figure out how to spell it. They have no clue what it means.
In order, we don't have to police the world and be the bad guy. That's what they say they want, right? Biden used to come in and to the UN and say it was all about autocracy versus democracy. And the intelligentsia would nod their heads and stroke their chins. All that means nothing if you can't keep your lights on and control your borders. Half the time, Biden didn't even know where he was.
Thank you. Welcome to Washington. Fellow leaders, friends, 944 days, Putin has waged his vicious onslaught against Ukraine.
Welcome to Washington. The first Trump term, the UN rolled its eyes. Now Trump's back. He was right about everything, and they're forced to take him seriously. European officials say, quote, none of this is amusing anymore. Nor do the other leaders still believe they can manage Trump. They're still trying, but he's shown an unpredictability this time that no amount of compliments and gifts is going to change. Everybody knows who has the power. The president of France, Emmanuel Macron, had his motorcade halted because Trump was just hanging out around the block. And 47 told him to go for a walk.
I'm sorry, I'm the president. I'm really sorry.
This is great.
Everything's in frozen right now. There's a motorcade coming. I'm sorry.
If you don't see, let me pause. How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting in the street because everything is puzzled for you.
Leaders around the world are calling Trump daddy, nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize and flying to Mar-a-Lago for rounds of golf. Trump even got Zelensky to put on a suit at the White House and at the UN. A big shift is happening. Fox News alert. Trump thinks Zelensky has it in him to beat Putin. Quote, I think Ukraine, with the support of...
This is Trump calling the bluff, guys.
That's right. This is not, and a whole bunch of nutty people out there, completely Cernovich and every single one of them, all started to melt down immediately, saying that Donald Trump is now pro-Ukraine, pro-World War III. Oh my God, the chicken little sky done fell on our heads.
Learn the comms.
The European Union is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form, with time, patience, and the financial support of Europe and, in particular, NATO. This is a
You know, I wish he actually read the whole post. Okay,
Should have read the whole post.
Let's go
We should
find
read
that.
the whole post.
Yeah, we're gonna go find and read that whole post because it's actually funny. Okay,
It is funny.
you know, it's President Trump is mocking them, guys. This is not.
Jesse isn't picking up on the nuance. Well, his producers, let's see, Jesse's producers didn't pick up on the nuance because they're only feeding him whatever,
Right.
whatever he has to read.
So let's actually look at this real quick. Okay. After getting to know and fully understand the Ukraine-Russia military economic situation, and after seeing the economic trouble it's causing Russia, I think Ukraine, with support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of the Ukraine back in its original form. With time, patience, and financial support of Europe, and in particular NATO, not the U.S. Okay? You guys are picking up on this, right? The original borders from where this war started is very much an option. Why not? Russia has been fighting aimlessly for 3.5 years, and a war that should have never been taken a real military power less than a week to win. This is not distinguishing Russia. In fact, it's very much making them look like a paper tiger. When the people living in Moscow and all the great cities, towns, districts all throughout Russia find out what is really going on with this war, the fact that it's almost impossible for them to get gasoline through the long lines that are being formed and all of the other things that are taking place in their war economy, where most of their money is being spent on fighting Ukraine, which has great spirit and only getting better. Ukraine would be able to fight back or take back their country in its original form. And who knows, maybe even go further than that. Putin and Russia are in big economic trouble. And this time, for Ukraine and this is the time for Ukraine to act. In any event, I wish both countries well. We will continue to supply weapons to NATO for NATO to do whatever they want with them. Good luck to all. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States of America.
So look at that. Can you guys see that? It's so clear. Like, this is the pivot moment from going to, like, Donald Trump gave the benefit of the doubt, right? Isn't that diplomacy? We give the benefit of the doubt to Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin didn't do what he was supposed to do. He flew the B-2s right over his damn head to try to tell him, you just need to do what you're supposed to do, and this is all going to go good for you. Well, guess what? He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Now it's starting to go bad for him. And Donald Trump is now losing respect for Russia, and he's going to show it on the world stage of how we degrade the respect. He's saying they got nothing.
Yeah.
Are we afraid of them? No. We will end them tomorrow if they start screwing around with us. Stop messing around.
So Trump basically showed the UN that they're in cahoots.
Yes.
With the NGOs to traffic people, women, children, and men all over the world. Okay. They're in cahoots with all of this, guys. So let's read Q post 4545, Shady.
He let him know that he knew.
This is what it is. This is a Q proof, right? Humanity is good, but when we let our guard down, we allow darkness to infiltrate and destroy. Like past battles fought, we now face our greatest battles present, a battle to save our republic, our way of life. And what we decide, each of us, will now will decide our future. Will we be a free nation under God? Or will we cede our freedom, rights, and liberty to the enemy? We all have a choice to make. Evil, darkness, has never been so exposed to light. They can no longer hide in the shadows. Our system of government has been infiltrated by corrupt and sinister elements. Democracy was almost lost forever. Think HRC install 2+ Supreme Court justices, 200+ judges, rogue elements expanded inside DOJ, FBI, CIA, NSA, White House, state, removal, Second Amendment, border, etc. America for sale, China, Russia, Iran, Syria, ISIS, and Al-Qaeda expansion, surveillance of domestic citizens, modify, change voter rules and regulations, allow illegals plus ballot harvesting with a Supreme Court-backed liberal social opinion or special counsel. I don't know, either one. Sell off military to the highest bidder to fight internal long-standing wars. Their thirst for a one-world order destruction of national sovereignty serves to obtain control over America and her allies, think EU, by diluting your vote to oblivion and installing a new one-world ruling party. The start of this concept began with the organizations such as the World Health Organization, World Trade Organization, United Nations, ICC, NATO, etc. all meant to weaken the United States. Also, the formation of the EU through threat con of close proximity attack. Attack on one is an attack on all. Sales pitch to general public. Fear, control. Regarding EU, did each member nation cede sovereignty to Brussels? Regarding EU, did each member must implement EU rules and regulations in all areas? Think immigration, currency, overall control. Their thirst to remove your ability to defend yourself serves to prevent an uprising to challenge their control. There is a fundamental reason why our enemies dare not attack, invade our borders, armed citizenry. If America falls, so does the world. If America falls, darkness will soon follow. Only when we stand together, only when we are united, can we defeat this highly entrenched dark enemy. Their power and control relies heavily on uneducated population. A population that trusts without individual thought. A population that obeys without challenge. A population that remains outside of free thought and instead remains isolated, living in fear inside the closed-loop echo chamber of the controlled mainstream media. This is not about politics. This is about preserving our way of life and protecting the generations that follow. We are living in biblical times. Children of light versus children of darkness, united against the invisible enemy of all humanity, Shady.
Here we stand. America is what is in the way. America would have been the only thing that could have ever gotten in the way, and that is why they spent so much time and effort over the last 50, 60 years to put you to sleep, to get you addicted to pornography, to get you addicted to food, to get you to eat things and consume things that will make you almost unrecognizable as a human being whenever you're older, so that your mind doesn't ever come on and you start to realize that you are the only one that has the power. America is the only country on planet Earth that has the power to stand up to globalism. And now we have elected Donald Trump, who literally went to the viper's nest yesterday, right to the heart of the dragon with the sword, and literally left his mark there to say America is ending globalism. You can either go with us or you can be left behind to wallow in trying to figure out if a man can be a woman or not.
Yeah, exactly right. $2 Rumble rant, United States of Q. My wife's permanent residency case has been approved. She's one step closer to becoming a U.S. citizen. God is good. God bless you, brother.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. So real quick, people are telling me to slow down. There's the link, guys. Read it yourself. I think I read it pretty good, didn't I?
Yeah. No, I was tracking you right on, man. I thought. Well, actually, I was thinking you should speed up. I thought we were going to go 1.5 speed on Wednesdays.
To the three people that went ahead and did the $100 Rumble rant to get the stickers, I am going to throw in one of these.
Oh man,
these are very limited. We didn't get a lot of these. People love these. And for you, Lincoln Logger. No, I'm kidding. But I'm going to throw that in too. Okay, guys. So what you're going to get are those two.
Sweetheart.
This huge one. All right. The MG Show flag, where the truth is learned, never told. You're going to get, maybe a couple of these, maybe a couple of these, and one of these Trumpinators.
Trumpinator.
Yeah. So if you still want one, offer still there. $100 Rumble rant. You will get that. Maybe in another couple little surprises in there. And you guys can do that. Yes, Lincoln Logger matches your hoodie. That's why I got that one for you. See, I told you.
Wow.
And so $100 Rumble rant. We'll get you those stickers out to you. Make sure you put your address, connect@mg.show, connect@mg.show, name and address. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
These are limited runs, guys. So if you want them, jump on them now. All right. Where are we at? So then, Shady, let me get over to here because
we stopped the Jesse thing. I don't know. Did we finish?
Yeah, we stopped the Jesse. We finished.
Okay, good. Okay.
He was finished. All right. He's done. He's done. He only read a part of it.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like you didn't even get to the meat of the matter. Like you're not going to get the essence of Trump in a paragraph and a half size text by reading 2 sentences.
That's right. Fatal Attraction says, just make sure if you're putting the stickers on your car that it's not waxed where they're going to be stuck, especially with the new graphene and ceramic wax will not let them stick. God.
Oh, no, Authority. Supplies are out.
Thank you. Oh, Authority, we just sold out. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, where's ours?
You got it, Alex. Send your name and address to connect@mg.show. That way it's all in one place, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And do that for me, brother. Thank you.
I'm going to send it right to Guitar and On.
Yeah, Qatar.
Kataranon.
That's going to be expensive shipment to Qatar.
Kataranon.
All right. So, by the way, guys, we're going to come back. We got 5 more minutes, but we even got confirmation from. Let me see. Wait. Oh, no. We got confirmation from our press secretary, Karoline Leavitt. Check this out, Shady.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It does appear to be sabotage with the escalator and the teleprompter. What is the White House going to do about that?
Well, Jesse, that's definitely what it appears to be to me. And that's why I put out a statement earlier. Well, there was some concerning reporting over the weekend from the London Times, as you pointed out, that UN globalist staffers were basically plotting to set up the president of the United States. And first it was the escalator, then it was the teleprompter, and then Katie Pavlich from Town Hall, who we offered a seat in the press pool to cover the president's historic speech today, noticed that the audio inside of the room was much lower and different for the president of the United States than the previous speaker. So when you put all of this together, it doesn't look like a coincidence to me. And I know that we have people, including the United States Secret Service, who are looking into this to try to get to the bottom of it. And if we find that these were UN staffers who were purposefully trying to literally trip up the president and the first lady of the United States, well, there better be accountability for those people. And I will personally see to it, Jesse.
Good.
I think it's terrorism.
It is. Well, the United Nations is ridiculous.
It is. Yeah,
All
I know.
right.
We should send them some of those. We should send them one of those little presents we sent Iran. Wait, no,
I'm not saying anything because I don't know what the hell you're talking
I
about.
don't even know what I mean by that. Crazy.
So we're going to B2 bomb New York?
No, just the bunker buster.
Oh, my God. Shady.
Maybe we'll just evacuate the building first.
Rev Rob, Charlotte says we need stickers and we know who's the boss.
Uh-oh.
She is the boss, Rev Rob.
that
And you know
is
what?
the boss.
When we as men understand that, we do good, don't we?
Yeah, we actually succeed in life.
God bless you. All right, so we got 5 of them, guys. So I've got some mailing to do. Again, the offer stands till the end of the show, Shady.
All right. Well, don't give him enough work where he's got to hire an assistant.
Yeah.
Because that's going to defeat the purpose.
Or make Shady do some of it.
No, do not do that. That's the last thing you should do.
I love it. All right, so
Actually can help if we need to.
Yeah, I know you do. Counseling? No, I'm
I
just
was
kidding.
just trying to get one little compliment. That's all I wanted. Just a tiny little crumb. I already gave you 3.
You don't have these, though.
I gave you 3 compliments. I'm not telling you what I got.
I ain't telling you what I got when I got it.
Mike could.
I tell you what. So, the UN is supposed to stop invasions, not create them, and not finance them. Okay?
Good idea.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually agree with that message.
Wow. And then we got the Secret Service going after an imminent telecommunications threat in New York tri-state area. Matt McCool from New York FBI made a statement. It looks like it's coming from China, guys.
It does. Yeah. And it looks like it's embedded here, which means they're operating it locally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, New York.
Good Lord.
New York. The Lee family. The Lee family did do Chinatown, just so you know.
They did. They did it. They did it right.
Yep. They did. What time is it, Shady?
Man, I don't really know. It seems like that we're struggling for the break here.
No, we're not struggling. You're struggling. I'm not struggling.
Well, I'm struggling because I asked for a compliment and I still haven't gotten one. I'm going to be struggling all day.
You're the one that's struggling.
I'm on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the corner. Be quiet.
Now, yeah, I can't read this because I'll probably read it too fast and it'll be all word salad.
Yeah,
apparently.
don't read so fast.
I know. I'm not going to read anything anymore.
We're going to go second hour in 0.25 speed.
Yeah.
Like a 33. Yeah, 0.25, like a 33 record. Yes.
Wow, guys. All right. So we're going to be right back. We got the authoritarian loop coming again from Hillary Clinton. And apparently, according to Passant, that is a spell. Your president, Donald J. Trump, is not an authoritarian, Shady.
Yeah, and authority is not an authoritarian either. He's just authority.
No, he's kind of authoritarian.
Well, no, he's not.
He is.
Well, he is a little bit.
And we'll be right back after these beautiful boom messages.
Hello to all of you beautiful patriots out there.
First of all, let me just thank you all for supporting this show. We wouldn't be here without you. But I have a huge announcement regarding donations.
It has come to our attention that using the Rumble app is taking an additional 30% of your donation to the show.
Let me explain. According to our TOS, Rumble takes 20% of all donations made through the web browser.
And that's a 20%. It's a good deal if you consider other platforms like YouTube and such.
There is a hidden cost that we just found out. For example, we received the generous $500 donation from Spill Tea, and thank you so much for that, from the Rumble app on Apple. So Rumble took 20% and Apple took an additional 30%. We brought that to Rumble and they said, well, Rumble's take of tips and donations is 20%. That's if the transaction is done through the web browser. If using the Android or iOS app, it's an additional 30% collected by those platforms.
So please use the web browser to make your donations to the show and avoid the hidden fees by Apple and Android.
That's right. You can also support us at GiveSendGo/HelpMGShow, mg.show/donate. We have PayPal and Cash App. Both are at RealMGShow or $RealMGShow. Please help us out. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm excited to announce that we're having our biggest 3-in-1 sale ever with a limited edition product, a back in stock special, and a closeout deal you won't find anywhere else. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our MyPillow bed sheets only $29.88. Any color, any style, any size, even kings, regular $119.98, only $29.88. Once they're gone for good. How about our My Towels? They're finally back in stock, but not for long. Get a 6-piece My Towel set, regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And for the first time and the only time ever, get our limited edition premium My Pillows. They're made with Giza cotton and designer gusset. Queen $17.98, Kings only $19.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get the best offers ever. Quantities are extremely limited, so order now.
Go to mypillow.com or call 800-873-0478 and use promo code MGSHOW. Use your promo code for the best offers ever. Quantities are extremely limited, so order now.
They all do.
This is the basic law of life. And dear listeners, it is spiritual in its nature. If man failed to do everything in his power to protect his life, as a result of such neglect lost his life, then the destiny for which the soul came to earth would end there. Without life, a body or medium to function through spiritual attainment would be impossible, ladies and gentlemen. Spirituality would then be forfeited. You see, if man's life was threatened without cause on his part, and he failed to do everything in his power to prevent death, he would then be guilty of three actual crimes. He would first of all permit the enemy to commit murder. Next, he would be committing suicide by failing to protect the most precious possession given to man by his Creator. And worst of all, he would end whatever his destiny might be, the purpose for which body, mind, and life had been given to him. And I believe it's to learn something. In one respect, man is forced to be a warring, not a murdering creature. And I might inject here that the Ten Commandments does not say, in its original form, thou shalt not kill. It says, ladies and gentlemen, and you can check this, if you wish, go to the original Hebrew and Greek, it says, thou shalt not murder. So in one respect, man is forced to be a warring, not a murdering creature. From his birth, the law of self-preservation forces him to be on guard against every inimical force attempting to destroy him by one means or another. He must be on the alert to prevent man, natural forces, or his own carnal desires to betray him into acts of degradation. Man is a warring creature. But his war, I tell you, his war is an honorable one. It is one of protection. First himself, so that he may protect those he is responsible for, but in doing so must not take unfair advantage of others, nor be guilty of unrighteousness. The nature of this was and is actually spiritual. It is the battle of righteousness against evil. It is a war biblically spoken of as taking place in heaven because it is waged within man's spiritual nature. He fights to fulfill destiny and to finally create heaven on earth for himself and others who follow. By the war of righteousness, wherein there is no selfishness, he attains the consciousness which makes him a man, knowing both good and evil, having chosen good to attain the promised sonship. Notice, you must choose. You must choose. Each and every one of you listening to this broadcast tonight must choose, and you must choose very quickly. You might ask, is there actually a need for some form of evil in the life of man? Was this, together with some form of fear, ordained in the beginning? And I say nothing has been ordained, but if the divine law is to be fulfilled in the life of man, then it is certainly necessary that he, according to sacred concepts, become a crusader in God's cause and not exist as a negative, effortless, uncreative, unproductive creature, a leech, a parasite upon the rest. The first command is that he must become a man in the true sense of the term, and this implies that he must prepare himself to meet the enemy that is ever alert to destroy the best that he has created. He must meet evil as the soldier meets the enemy. Doing this in the righteousness of his conscience neutralizes fear. call and ask me, Bill, aren't you afraid? My answer has always been and always will be no. No, no, and no. For I know from where I have come and I know where I am going. I know who I am, and I know that I possess a soul. I fear the actions of no man. I fear the judgment of no man. I fear only the judgment of my God. And I know that if I am doing what is right, I need not ever fear that judgment. And therefore, I am not afraid.
Do not fear Q. Wow. I love that one, JD.
Yes, that is an excellent piece of excerpt from Bill Cooper, and the echoes of Bill Cooper land right here every single day, and that's exactly what we are doing. We are meeting evil as a soldier meets its enemy.
Yeah, and I want to address a comment, Apples. How can we call for peace over making money selling weapons of war to the enemy? Well, what we have to realize is Trump is letting them fight it out. We're making money selling weapons. Do what you want. Destroy each other. But, it's calling a bluff. It's called the art of a deal, guys. And how many times has Trump proven your theory, like what you're saying right now, wrong? What if we're going to get peace because of that statement? People have to understand that there's a lot of things that we don't know, and we have to wait a minute to see what happens. We're selling that's America first in its true form. Here, you want weapons? Here you go. Buy them, not give them. And I think President Trump is trolling these folks, saying, go ahead, take it back. Go ahead. And we're going to see otherwise. Shady.
No, I agree with that. And also we have to orient ourselves within the world that we live in, don't we? Don't we have to recognize that we have had almost 100 years, let's say a good solid 60 or 80 years with the military-industrial complex, invading foreign countries, setting up puppet governments, and then utilizing the internet to somehow manage all of the infrastructure in the background, And so there's a lot of stuff there that we don't see. Whenever you talk about Ukraine, for instance, just to take there is roughly, I think it's what the percentage is. It's crazy, like 35 or 40% or something like that of pharmaceutical companies are in Ukraine. There's a huge connection between the country of Ukraine and America. And so what's going on right now is that Russia has literally occupied a huge portion of, what would be considered east of the Ural Mountains there in central Ukraine. So what Donald Trump is basically doing is he's trying his best to speak power to people so that they stop being idiots. Both of them, I think, in that statement that he said, I think that he's acknowledging that Zelensky and Putin are being idiots and playing into the globalist game right now. But if they're going to continue to do that, then us selling weapons to the United Nations, we are obligated by contract to do that, guys. And that's the point that I was trying to get to. Like that, we have through whatever it is, we have the contracts that we have to give NATO X amount of whatever, or whenever they request munitions, we have to give it to them. So we're fulfilling our obligations. In that sense, we are not invading another Middle Eastern country.
Yeah. Red Pill Pusher says, Ukraine having to purchase weapons from us means they're building the USA up, which goes against the goals of the globalists.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Yep.
That's a good point. And let them do it. Let them do it. Here, you want the weapons? Go. It's, our president is a businessman, but he also has to play a little politics too, guys.
And he's also already solved 7 conflicts.
7.
There's already been 7 different conflicts that have been solved, like the Rwanda thing that's been going on for 30 or 40 years. And by the way, I can't ever say it right. Azerbaijan, like all of that in Armenia, they're actually, I was reading an article the other day talking about like all of they're taking down a lot of the barriers that were built up between their countries. Like, it's not like he's just making things up and saying them. Like, there's really peace. That's an example of peace is what I was trying to get to.
Yeah. Real quick, Shady, we got BW996. This is Rebecca. She says, I have no place to put the stickers. Please use mine to go to the first 3 people who donate $20. By the way, thank you for doing an awesome job, from Rebecca. Thank you. Let 3 people do $100. I will send the stickers. Or excuse me, 3 people do $20. I will send the stickers. So if you want the stickers, $20, first 3 people, but you're going to have to put your email and name, or excuse me, address and name to connect at mg.show right there, guys. So thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate that.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys want to do it, $20. That's a discount, guys. Big discount. We'll honor that. Okay. Because I think that was creative. Thank you. And very nice of you to support the show with a $100 rant as well. God bless you, man. I tell you, we're really hurting, guys, and you are helping us out in a big way. Shady and I cannot thank you enough. And, we also have this one here.
There's 20.
Kimmy Mack is in. Send your address to connect at mg.show. Name and address. Okay. Mikey Mariano, you're in.
Milky.
Connect at mg.show. Send it. Okay. We got you, brother. And one more. Who wants the stickers? Again, it's this one. Okay. This Trumpinator, and maybe a couple extra things too, guys. Become unpsyopable. Okay.
Lydia. Hi,
Lydia's got it. MG Show right there. MG Show flag. And the big one, guys. The big one is included for Mikey, Lydia, and Kimmy. God bless you guys.
Thank you, BB, for that donation.
Yeah. Thank you, Rebecca.
Okay.
Yeah. She's Rebecca, and she's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, time foolery. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Now you're in a quandary.
She said 3. There's Mickey B. There's, my God. So the shipping's about $20, just so you guys know.
Yeah, it costs $20 to ship.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mickey and Time, if you guys want to do another 20, I'll get you the stickers out to cover the shipping. I mean, I got to do it.
That's
if
cool.
you guys can. Okay. Oh my God, I feel so terrible.
But this is good. Thank you guys so much for supporting us like this.
Yep. Yeah.
And and by the way, I just want everybody to know that what it is that we've been working on here is completely independent of everything else out there. And I want to make this very clear. I feel like, to some degree, when we started doing this, we wanted collaboration. We wanted to be part of what everybody was doing. We felt like that we were on a team. Where we go, one we go, all these people, we're all moving in the same direction. And what we've since learned that we aren't. We're not moving in that direction. And I'm hoping that a lot of you out there that are listening to this broadcast that have been able to navigate this far are seeing the reason that we've been the way that we are. Because otherwise we're over there in the camp with Cernovich. Otherwise we're over there doing what Candace Owens is doing. Otherwise we're over there doing what Alex Jones is doing. These people are not following the facts. And the big piece of the puzzle that so many people are missing is that the intelligence agencies and all of their little cohorts and minions that are spread out across the country in the media and whatnot are not associated with the Trump administration. They are not getting any inside intel. They're not getting anything to lead them to anything. So that's why they are before they were in complete congruency with the administration, whether it's Alex Jones and Bush 1 or Alex Jones and Obama, there was a congruency of information that would be fed to him that he could put out so that there would be an aspect of understanding that he knows what he's talking about. Now you can clearly see that none of the networks on any of these platforms know what they're talking about because they make these brash assumptions like Donald Trump is controlled by Israel. Who in their right mind can possibly come to their conclusion? But you still see people like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens and all these other quote-unquote anons coming to these conclusions. They're not coming to these conclusions per research. They're coming to these conclusions because higher-ups are telling them to do so.
Yeah.
We are different and independent of them. Our voice is like Bill Cooper, a lone voice in the wilderness that everyone seems to think that should be censored instead of listening to.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, wow, guys, we got a lot going on. We got Mickey, you got it because you did send the extra $20 for the shipping because it costs about that much, guys. Okay. Shift in the high. If you do another 20, you'll get them as well. And then I'm going to cut it off. Okay. I got to cut it off.
Out of stock.
Got to cut it off. I got to cut it off. Unless you do the full 100, that's a different story, guys. Because
you got to do what Nancy Pelosi never does.
What? Negotiate?
No, cut it off.
Oh.
She keeps going.
Yeah.
She keeps freaking.
Jerome Corsi has joined in with InfoWars. He's been with InfoWars for years.
He was InfoWars from the beginning. And also, Jerome Corsi's joined in with the Flynn Camp tour thing that's going on, which is very interesting.
Shifting the high, you got them. Send your messages to connect@mg.show, connect@mg.show, name and addresses, so I can get them shipped over to you. Mickey's got it. Shifting the High's got it. And just want to see if time foolery, do you want them one last time? One last time. And then we got everybody taken care of. Wow. Guys, thank you so much. Mikey Mariano to cover my shipping. All right. Thank you, Mikey. All right.
Awesome.
That is awesome. And we really need you guys. And to give you something cool thank you to our Fatal Attractions stickers. Wow, they're amazing. And we love
really
you guys.
Good stickers, by the way.
Yeah. And they are really nice stickers too.
I was actually looking at he's got some of his work posted on his Twitter where he's doing like wraps, where he's doing wrapping the vehicles, wrapping cars and trailers and stuff. He does great work. The guy's really good at it.
All right, time foolery, send your information to connect@mg.show. And they're yours. Okay, we're done. All right, so the next ones that come through, $20 is off the table now because we did more than 3. We did 5, I think. Okay, guys, so I got a lot of shipping to do. All right. I love you guys. But it's still out there if you do want to do the $100. I got a couple left. If you want the $100, you get the flag, the MG Show, the Become Psyopable, the Trumpinator, the flag MG Show sticker. You get the pink one, and you get the big one, guys. Okay? All right. Love you guys. All right, Shady, where are we at now? What are we doing? Let's go back to understand we've got a lot of hypocrisy going on right now.
A lot of hypocrisy, bro.
We've got loop 2, okay, of Hillary Clinton, okay, talking about
authoritarianism.
So let's listen to what Hillary Clinton said today, guys. You ready?
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Misunderstood, and he certainly didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But on the other hand, standing up for free speech. I've said a million times, I mean, good Lord, the things that have been said about me, the lies that have been propagated. If I had only known, I could call up the FCC chair and say, take this person off the air. Get that person out of my sight, off the air. Get that person out of my sight. I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But on the other hand, standing up for free speech off the air.
So she didn't want people off the air. She's laughing about it. But Shady, let's go back to reality, okay?
She's admitting what she did.
She is. So this show right here, okay, are victims of big tech's targeted harassment and coordination with the taking down of conservative voices. YouTube is right here, okay, and others. Here's Hillary's frickin' tweet, okay? Here's the list that she had, guys. Here it is. And I'm on it.
It was published by them.
By them. This is them.
This is not like super secret back channel stuff. They published it.
Yeah. This is,
they bragged about it, and now she's pretending like she didn't do it.
Yeah. And this is the post. Patriots, you've been selected as threats and falsely labeled as foreign disinfo agents through the attempt to disguise at the bottom is not all. This is an attempt to target and remove by false pretense all threatening voices, elimination of free speech to prevent loss of control. These actions are now being monitored and would strongly encourage forwarding this information to the appropriate members of Congress, Senate, and the media. We believe this is a test run to effectively silence the opposition while testing the potential media backlash, which there was none, and or official response. This is an attempt to remove, silence fascism. Those who oppose their view narrative should further demonstrate their resolve to control the message narrative, win at any cost.
You emulate 33 speed perfectly.
I love you
did
guys.
that perfect, man. It was like, well, it's 33.78, but you were damn near at 33. You were doing good.
I love it. I love it. Rebecca says, I can't get the money to wind down to 60, help cover the shipping. Here's an additional 50 for shipping. God tells me to support what is important. Thank you. God bless you. Wow. What a great day. All right,
Every day is a great day with these guys.
I know. It is. It is. And God bless you guys. And then for those of you who think the war is fake and we're not considered a major threat, this is a direct attack by HRC on Q and POTUS. Oops. PITUS Patriots.
Oh, PITUS.
Yeah. And I'm on this list, guys. Okay. This is the Hillary Clinton twat. Tweet.
Tweet.
My anonism.
Good Lord.
And then Media Matters. YouTube. Right here. Election misinformation. Patreon. We're profiting from QAnon. We don't have free speech.
Boy.
Patreon, PayPal, YouTube, Teespring. There it all is, guys. Track on all platforms. They got our GoFundMe with $1,000 in it. And then there's Hillary Clinton saying that she wouldn't censor anybody, even though she censored my account and 199 others on Twitter 1.0, Shady.
Yeah, plus every other, platform that was out there. Just very interesting with all of this going on with what YouTube and Google is currently saying, and saying that they're going to be reinstating, because that would mean they're, number one, they're admitting guilt, and number two, all of these other platforms that followed suit would do well to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Man, what if we get back on YouTube?
I'm going to try today. We're going to do that today, Shady Groove. We're going to try to get your account.
Wouldn't that be something?
And my account. So let's go look at this. I mean, people are going, oh, well, you're not in that Q post. Well,
yes, you are.
I am, Shady. I'm in a bunch of them. And so are you. Let's see. Oh, look. Look, here's the post, guys. Do you see that? Do you notice anybody else on here that you know?
No.
Probably not. Okay.
There's nobody else on there. Did anything.
No, nothing. There's no anybody on there that you know.
Like I said the other day, there should be 100 different broadcasts that are doing what we do, and literally there isn't another one.
And then look, it goes to that's my account, guys. Okay, this is a cube.
Just saying.
And you know what? The liberals that attack us, that act like they're MAGA, hate when I bring up this post. Okay, they hate it. We are targeted.
Yeah, because they weren't actually being targeted, because they were doing what they were being told to do.
That's right.
That's what it turned out to be. I mean, we didn't understand that then, obviously, but we understand it now.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Are we live?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've got Hillary Clinton. Let's go to X and let's go to Hillary Clinton's page. She actually pinned something recently. And by the way, that picture of her that Q posted that picture after she posted that banner a long time ago. It's been there forever, just so you guys know.
Oh, okay? No, she just now put it up there.
Yeah, I know. People are funny. All right.
The sky is falling, Chicken Little.
Yeah, we lived it, guys. We know. So here we go again. This is Hillary Clinton's authoritarian loop, okay? This is pinned on her account. Hillary Clinton. Let's listen to the trash. Here we go.
I don't think they understand that with an authoritarian personality in power, there is no safe haven. There's always a chance he's impulsive, he's emotional. I think he is unstable, that he will turn on anyone, any individual, any group, for any perceived disloyalty or, comment that he thinks is contrary to, himself or what he is pushing. So I think people need to really think hard, because this is, one thing I know for sure, if you vote for Kamala Harris, you will have the opportunity to disagree with her. You'll have the opportunity to vote against her if she runs again. With Donald Trump, I'm not so sure about that, because one of his wannabe role models is Orban in Hungary, and Orban did get elected and then proceeded to dismantle the institutions of democracy. So that's what people need to be worried about.
Yep. Absolutely. Right. We need to be worried.
I don't think they...
Now, look, this is, there's no safe haven under authoritarian. rule, even if it happens in America. This is Hillary Clinton noggin. Pinned. Okay? This is her they're rolling her out now, Shady Grove. They're rolling Clinton noggin out now.
And all.
Oh my God, these people. Loop 2, here she is today. Ready?
I do think that you have to also at the same time say, unaccountable power is not good for anybody. There is no safe haven from authoritarians. So if you're worried about affordability now because the policies are being imposed by fiat, whoever thought that a president could sign an executive order imposing tariffs? Tariff power is given to the Congress in Article 1 of our Constitution. And I hope the Supreme Court reads Article 1 when they actually make a decision on this tariff case, because they have gone a long way in enabling Trump to do things that I think are unconstitutional, illegal, and bad for the country. So you want to say your economic standing, your well-being is directly connected to the abuse of power. How do you hold a president who's abusing power, raising costs, imposing tariffs, raising healthcare costs by eliminating advantages like you used to have? How do you hold that president accountable in a midterm? You vote against his party. So I think it's, walk and chew gum at the same time. What you're seeing right now is part of a bigger picture. The costs are up. You can't afford to live in a lot of places, and we need to run on that. But you need to connect it to this unaccountable abuse of power that we are seeing. And for the life of me, and I look at Joe having also served in the Congress, for the Republicans in Congress to give up their Article 1 constitutional power to be the appropriators, to be the deciders of how money should be spent is outrageous.
This would never have happened if a Republican president told a Republican appropriation chairman what he was going to do, or a chairwoman, they'd go, I'll tell you what that's cute.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is interesting that they're rolling this out like this right now, because what they're doing is this is their last effort. They have to ignite something that does not exist anymore. They think that they can still go on TV. Guys, I just want to say this real quick. The younger generations are not like us. I'd say 10, 12 years younger than 50, so 38. If you're 38, 40-ish in that region and above, you've had this experience of all of us being on the same page whenever we were young, and we all listened to the same radio and TV stations, and we all listened to the same music and shows, and we were all on the same page. These people that were just supporting Charlie Kirk that we just saw over the last couple of weeks kind of stand up and take the reins of the youth in America. These people didn't have that experience, and that's what you have to understand. What they did when they were young is they went to the internet and went to dig into stuff that interested them personally. They weren't just like awash with all this music that didn't make any sense, or European influence, or 80s metal music, or movies that twisted your brain into a pretzel to make you understand why climate change was important. They didn't have any of those things to happen to them, so they're not going to buy into this. So effectively, what you're seeing here is you're seeing the old guard talking into the echo chamber as Donald Trump kind of talks over and around the whole conversation and is actually reaching the young generation, and they're looking to him to emulate him. There's no one on in the Democrat Party that is any longer trying to emulate Hillary Clinton as a way to success in politics. It's just not out there, no matter how much she thinks it is.
That's right. Guys, real quick, let's do this. Get this out of the way, Shady Groove, because it's a good one. Hey, football fanatics, are you ready for some primetime NFL action? Tune in to Westwood One for all the gridiron glory you crave. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-changing plays, don't miss a single moment of the excitement. Catch every snap, every tackle, every victory on Westwood One. You can listen to the NFL on the NFL app, on the Westwood One Sports app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking ALEXA to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One.
Listen to Westwood One, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen. Listen. All right. Thank you guys for that. Wow. So, Shady, I mean, it's all coming up again. It's all coming up again. Everything, that happened in the first term is coming up again. He's an authoritarian. He's an authoritarian.
Authoritarian.
Authoritarian. Why can't I say that ever?
No, no. Authoritarian.
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 Right. Unique New York. 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 What?
Fucking just do it. Great.
Do it.
Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yay, brother. Oh, look, a compliment. I finally drug one out of him today.
By the way, Linda is listening, Shady.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen to me.
God bless you, Linda.
I love you. Terry. Thank you, Zifna. I love it.
You got to spell it out.
Oh, my God. Well, you might have to sometimes, you know? I mean, my goodness. So here it is. The big tech companies have censored this show. We just went over a little bit of that. Let's watch this.
Basically, these people from the Biden administration would call up our team and like scream at them and curse. It just got to this point where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true. That's ridiculous.
Wasn't ridiculous when
so I sensed some pushback there, but I don't know where this all landed, because it seems to me that Silicon Valley was listening to the government in charge at that time.
Well, it was. There was extensive censorship, not just on COVID issues, but other issues. Even jokes were being censored at the demand of the Biden administration officials. And this is part of censorship. It creates an insatiable desire, an appetite. And these companies found themselves overwhelmed. It snowballed. And so soon Meta was just censoring a huge amount of people. Elon Musk deserves a great deal of credit here. When he bought Twitter, it was interesting. Figures like Hillary Clinton went to Europe and said, use the Digital Services Act, this infamous EU legislative initiative, to censor Americans.
That sounds authoritarian.
And, Musk has been out there alone in this fight. Then Meta joined. And has replicated what Musk did at X. And now we have Google. And this is a huge development for the free speech community. We need these companies, particularly in fending off the EU, which is being very aggressive in this anti-free speech campaign.
Yeah. Listen, Linda. So we're going to try to get our YouTube back. I mean, we had, 78 some odd thousand followers, but we're probably going to have a lot less because of people getting, not coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but regardless of that, the reality of being able to have our property back is the point. It belonged to us. It did not belong to you. You did not have the right to censor us and act like an editor's room on a platform that is supposedly open and free to people to utilize because we're Americans and we're saying something that the establishment didn't like. We were talking about corrupt government. We were talking about the in-depth nature and the incestuous nature of the corrupt government and how they pass it on generation after generation to people. And then every generation, it just seems to be that the people that are running it now are more corrupt than the people that handed it to them 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And did you guys, so I thought I had Sinclair, but I had ABC Jimmy Kimmel last night.
That's unfortunate.
And let's look at his not apology. Check it out.
Never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't.
Well, you did.
I don't think there's anything funny about.
Hey, what do you want? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, he said he comes out like that and says it was never my intention. It absolutely was your intention. You're just saying this to placate to your idiots. I just wish people, whenever they apologize, would own it. You're not really apologizing when you're not owning what you did wrong. And your first dumb statement is denying what it was you did, which is the reason you're supposed to be apologizing. So everything else you say is BS, but I'm sorry.
Yep, no problem. Let's listen.
Never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't.
He learned that from Alex Jones. Go ahead.
I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those
or lying your ass off,
who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person.
He represented the trans and furry community
who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever. And
yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you who he represented, Jeff. He says he's not representing anybody. Then what was that happened after he did it? Well, all of the people, you're representing all the people that cheered for Charlie Kirk's murder. That's who you represented. That's who came to your aid. That's who came to say, oh, poor Jimmy Kimmel is a victim. It was the people. It wasn't anybody outside of the people that thought that Charlie Kirk should be murdered. You're literally, the people in the audience that are clapping for the idea that you celebrated someone being murdered. That's the people that are supporting you. That's the people that you were speaking for. That's the reason that we are so animated by what it is that we're seeing. Whenever we say that you're in a death cult, it's like the people of the ancient world would sacrifice people to the gods. Do you understand that? The people of the ancient world would sacrifice. So they thought that killing people was okay as long as you do it for the right reason. Okay? That mentality is evil. That mentality is evil. The idea that you're going to sacrifice something to donate to the gods. That's literally the cult. The cult is obviously doing what they've always done since ancient times, and you're literally seeing it in real time, and all of the people that are card-carrying members of the cult come straight the hell out now and have no shame whatsoever in saying they're glad that someone was sacrificed on the altar of their stupid shit. That's what's going on.
Yeah. It's a death cult.
It is.
They celebrated death.
Glaringly obvious now.
And then, let you remember the 45 we just read. They are now all exposed. It literally is children of the light versus children of the dark.
Yes. It's so clear, man. It's so clear that it's spooky.
Yeah.
Because, the Luigi thing kind of was the lead into this. Seeing the way that they reacted to the kid that shot the healthcare CEO in the back of the head, the way they reacted to that's the lead in. That's kind of gave you the idea like, oh my God, these people are in a death cult. But now they did this, and they're bouncing around on campuses like, oh, whatever, you got shot in the head, blah, 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 all that different stuff that you were seeing. That is evil incarnate. The media can spin it and pretend like whatever they want. I don't know if science can investigate it. That's evil incarnate.
You know what a lot of people are? They're satanic, demonic by proxy, guys. They know not what they do, but they're doing it, Shady.
I mean, that I can follow along with that. Yes.
Yeah, it's like you are actually following Satanism by proxy, but you may not know.
I not know what you're doing. Right.
Yeah,
that is very true because of the ill education of understanding the difference between good and evil from not having any dynamics spoken to you when you were young.
That's right.
From not having any real consequences. Whenever I did something wrong to someone, I had to go look them in the eye and say, I'm sorry, and mean it. Now, you couldn't just go say it. You had to mean it. And meaning it meant that you somehow within yourself self-reflected and realized, holy crap, what I did was wrong. And I know it was wrong. And I request of you to forgive me. Like, that is the way of the world. That is the way that we are supposed to act and be to one another. And what it is that the Democrats are doing in the left and whatever this thing is, that is not being human beings. It's being something else.
Zifna, I rate his apology at 5 Pinocchios. Thank you.
Exactly.
There's a good one here, real quick that I'd like to pass along. I did watch, Bill Cooper is one of the greats. Mark Passio, believe it or not, actually has a lot of great information as well, even though he probably hates Trump. But, he's a very angry man right now. I don't know if you've watched him lately, but
I have. He is.
The show that he did on de facto Satanism is what you got to look at, guys. You guys, your friends and family, if you're not, we want to have freedom under natural law, your God-given rights, the Constitution. That's natural law, right? Pretty much, Shady?
Yeah.
And what people are what I'm realizing is people are de facto Satanists. I mean, he laid it out really good. And let me just see if I can find it here real quick. Here it is right here. This is the link, guys. Okay. This is the link. So there's nothing new under the sun. You will not be saying, okay, so this is his pitch, but the presentation is not for psychological children. Let me see, go back, why I do this work. I want to do worldwide. What is Satanism? What really is Satanism? It's an ancient occult religion. Okay. He goes through all that, but these are really good. About manipulating people through those who remain in ignorance, guys. It's critical to the hidden knowledge. And that's what they're doing, okay? The in-the-know people are brainwashing the not-in-the-know people. So what is the term de facto? Indeed, it is derived from Latin pronouns de, meaning of, from, about, concerning, regarding, and the Latin noun factum, meaning deed, act, achievement. De facto is often used to describe someone who represents or embodies something in action without the person necessarily formulating, claiming to be that thing in words. Okay, so pretty interesting. So this is a really good thing. I'll drop the link in here. But above all, Satanism is a mindset. One of the most critical principles of natural law is that all things begin as thoughts. The principle eventually extends into the macrocosmic law. As human thinks in aggregate, so shall be the equality of their collective experience on earth. If the slave masters can give lower level, far less informed variant of their own mindset to those who they wish to rule over, it becomes that much easier for them to control their would-be slaves. This is a very good presentation, Shady. I know you've seen it a long time ago, probably. I'm going to drop it in here for you.
But it's interesting because right now, it's like we've got to dig back into some of these stuff, and we've got to be able to show you in real time what we're discussing here. All of the work that we've done in the last 7-8 years together to get to this point is all relevant because whenever you deal with the truth, you don't have a lot of stuff that you've got to the people on the left have to constantly juggle the lie. You got to remember constantly where you've told who the lie to, who you've undermined, who you've talked bad about behind their back. When you don't do any of those things, you don't have to keep up with that. All we have to do is keep up with the relevant information and present the relevant information. And it's such a blessing to have known and listened to Bill Cooper, because everybody wants to get emotional. Everybody wants to get activated. Everybody wants to make everyone else think that they care more than anyone. And the truth is we all care the same. And once we realize that we all care the same and that the people that are acting like anyone, this is anyone, take it to the bank. Anyone that acts like, for whatever reason, no matter what the issue, that they care more than you, okay? Yeah. Once they've done that, they have devalued your existence.
So think about it.
They're telling you that they do not respect you, and they're telling you that they do not care what you say. But we make the mistake of giving them the benefit of the doubt and thinking that what we picked up on wasn't really what they're thinking. We're in a different place now. We're going to take them at their word, and we're going to call them out one-to-one.
That's right. And, so let's think about it. All these people are changing their genders, right? They want their own personal rights for whatever community they're in, like the pride, community, whatever. But the four main tenets of Satanism, right? Number one is basically selfishness and egotism. Selfish. Me, my, me, right? Self-preservation is the highest law. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to self-preserve themselves, guys. And moral relativism is number two. It's the ideology where there's no objective difference between right behavior and wrong behavior. So human beings create or decide right and wrong for themselves based on their own whims and preferences. Your feelings have zero IQ, essentially. Right, Shady?
Yep.
The third one is social Darwinism. And these are the four main tenets of the satanic mindset. See if you can see this in your society today, right? It's the social Darwinism is the extension of the theory, evolution. That so human society must be ruled by the most dominating and vicious humans, and that such human genes are no reason acquired by the maintain their positions of power. So it's number 4. Let's just go to 4. Eugenics, okay, and dysgenics. That's enough. This is the fourth tenet of Satanism. The word eugenics is derived from Greek, meaning well-born, which is derived in Greek adjective meaning which is good. Eugenics is a social ideology advocating the promotion of a higher rates of sexual reproduction for people with traits and characteristics desired by its proponents, and reduce the sexual rates of reproduction and sterilization for those who have undesired traits and characteristics. This tenet describes the ideology of Satanism taken to its ultimate conclusion. It goes something like this: since man is God, this is what they say, and he gets to make up what is right and wrong are, and since it's simply natural order for most ruthless humans whose genes are the fittest to rule the rest of the human herd, then that elite class of human beings in the highest positions of power in the world have every right to decide who is allowed to live and who is allowed to procreate and who must die. Margaret Sanger called black people the weeds, guys. Wanted to distinguish the weeds, Shady. I mean, a lot of our people believe in things that are of this death cult, Shady, and they're de facto Satanists.
And they're willing to die on the hill to fight for it. Yeah. Look at
self-preservation.
Self-preservation, correct. Look at what they did for Roe v. Wade. What Donald Trump did is he handed you life. He handed you life back. Where you were fed death, Donald Trump handed them life, and look at their reaction to it. Their reaction to it was, no, we want to keep our death. We want to keep what we're doing. We don't want you to give us life. We don't want life. This is the people that make you think that you have to listen to them. This is the people that were telling us that we had to put a mask on, and we had to take a shot, and then we had to stand 6 feet away from each other, and then we couldn't have a funeral for our deceased relative, and we couldn't see them in the hospital, and we couldn't get married. But if we wanted to get some pot, we could go to the pot shop, and if we wanted to watch naked women dance in front of us, we could go to the strip club. Literally. Like, that is not, if you wanted to go to Walmart, you could go to Walmart. If you wanted to go to the mom and pop's hardware store, you couldn't, because they were forced to be closed. The society of the death cult made itself grossly obvious, and the world woke up during it. And I feel like, Jeff, the message that we got from Donald Trump yesterday at the UN was directed at all of us who cherish life. The people that want death are not going to understand what he said. Do you recognize that? It's like they're watching something in a different language. Like if you're sitting there and you're watching something that is in some random far-off African language that you've never heard before, that's literally what they hear whenever you tell them that we are going to fight for life. They have no clue what you're saying, and they don't understand your point.
Yeah. And, nice people can also be de facto Satanists, guys. People.
Yes, there's a lot of nice people that are Satanists.
Yeah, and
Oregon.
and they may not know they are. That's the interesting thing. These dark occult priests that are controlling society through this brainwashing, mind control. Now they've added all the cocktails in to make you susceptible to mind control. Guys, it's crazy. And our own neighbors are de facto Satanists, and it's kind of crazy, Shady. I mean, it really is. Our own friends and family.
And we can even take that a step further and talk about, how things are going to be shifting now more because of the same things not being fed to them. Looks like fluoride's going to be being removed from the water. People are going to be warned about taking Tylenol. People are going to realize that the food dye is no longer in the food. Some of these extracurricular circumstances that end up making, the condition worse, whatever kind of mental condition you have, started to go away, is going to actually, the drugs on the streets are drying up.
Yeah.
So there's going to be less drugs on, these zombies that are literally zombies in the street. If they don't have any drugs, they're not going to be able to put themselves in that position.
That's right.
And that's happening, by the way.
Yeah.
We are.
And a lot of these, people, they're staying blind and deaf and silent regarding the activity of tyrants in our world. De facto Satanists have been well trained to only care about their own comfort and not to speak out against or even recognize injustices that have been done to others. Right. And when we do, we get censored by the de facto Satanists.
Yeah, and they say that us complaining about it is the violence, not the violence that was whenever they censored us.
But you know what? Violence. This is cowardice in the highest form, guys.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Fear. This is what fear looks like whenever they lose control.
It's also one of the highest forms of immoral behavior because it completely ignores the destruction of justice and freedom. Wow. Wow, guys. Well said, Shady. Hey.
I mean, man, good cap to the broadcast today that we've been showing you how the psychological operations are now at a fever pitch around you. They're like it's like water has come up in the room around all of the people that you thought were right-wing influencers. Well, It turns out they aren't.
Yeah. And to get out of that mindset, it's a human awakening process. It's the Great Awakening, which is what we're going through every day right here on the MG Show. And that development starts with look in the mirror. Self-respect. Okay? The word is derived from, again, and specter, meaning to see and to look at. True self-respect means we re-examine ourselves. Okay? Think mirror. Our worldview, our mindset, our beliefs, and our behaviors. Then, in light of seeing ourselves with new eyes, we willfully decide to change these things about ourselves, and in doing so, recreate who we are in this world. And that's what's happening right here, Shady Groove, every day.
The hardest thing for you to do as a human being is to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
That is the hardest thing for us to do because the truth is very, very hard to realize. And recognizing that recognizing that I am guilty of everything that I have ever done is the hardest lesson a human being ever learns. But once learned, you can never unlearn it, and it will be with you for the rest of your life.
That's right. Shady, I want to thank everybody that donated for the sticker set. It's still done until the end of the show, guys. Right here. Look at what you're getting. This. Maybe a couple surprises too, guys. This right here, guys. Where we go, one we go all. We're going to play the outro. And if you get that $100 before the outro, you'll get the sticker pack. Only a few left. Get them while they're hot. And let me get my word in edgewise. And don't forget to send your address and name to connect@mg.show. Shady, it's yours.
Much love to you. I wasn't going anywhere other than just supporting you, sir.
Thank you.
Much love.
Where am I supposed to send my Addy? Connect@mg.show. Connect@mg.show. Mickey B, send it now.
Do it. You could send us a message of any sort you wanted to.
Yeah, you can. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Shady. Thank you, Yeti.
You.
Many of you are beginning to awaken to a reality which you never suspected. You're coming out of the fantasy. You are becoming illumined.
I will never give up. I will never run. I will never stop until I find my way to you. I will never give up. I will never run. I will never stop until I find my way.
You are discovering that illumination can be upsetting. It can also be wonderful. That the real world is much different than the one you knew, and that the burden of the voice that speaks to you from within, as a result of that, is like the thunder and lightning of God. I know the feeling well. If you're paying attention to it, is your first vision of God, because visions of God only come with the truth. When you see the truth, you are dealing with God. It's a vision absolutely necessary to all of our future progress if we're going to make any. Without this divine law, there could be no harmony of the soul. And as seekers after oneness with God, we must discover and apply to our own life the laws of His being. You see, it's easier to yield up something once and for all than maintain a daily conflict with ourselves and forcing upon ourselves obedience in thought, word, and deed to the divine law. The conflict is within you. It always has been. It is indeed, ladies and gentlemen, a steep ascent, always rugged, mostly lonely, often very dangerous, and at times so very, very difficult as to seem beyond our ability, yet it is the only way. This nation hinges upon the success of those who are climbing.
www.mg.show. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Boom.